Today I want to do a big cleanup. Look! Oh. Been obsessed with my Kindle. I've kept the dress that I wore when Brayden and I first kissed. Everyone, it's been a few months since I've done a monthly reset and we are back today with another one. I feel like September is a month where I really need to do a reset because we're finally going away on our Europe trip this month. I'm so excited and I just want to get organized. The place is looking like an absolute mess at the moment and yeah, I just like really need to do a declutter of my clothes, tidy up, and I thought, okay, a monthly reset is needed. But I've been having a nice little slow morning with my coffee, my breakfast, running my to-do list, and I've been watching Zoella at the moment. I don't know if you can see behind me, but at the moment when I've been doing my morning routine, I've just been popping her vlogs on because she's been doing like daily vlogs, and I just think there's something in my nostalgic self that just like loves watching a good old Zoella vlog. I've always loved watching her, and she's been doing daily ones at the moment, so it's been actually really nice to pop them on while I've been like going about my morning routine. I've got my to-do list here. I'll read it to you guys. Today I want to do a big cleanup, declutter my clothes, monthly budget, September goals, share a few favorites. I need to pay my accountant. I need to edit a reel, and I also want to plan some outfits for Europe because I've got so many like nice pieces of clothing that I've ordered and I haven't actually gone through and like styled anything, and I really want to be organized for this trip. And I think I'm going and taking it to the next level, not gonna lie, but I really want to like plan my outfits and take photos of myself in them and put them into my notes app. I've seen people do this, but I just thought that way when I'm away, it makes it so much easier to be like, oh, what am I gonna wear today? And you can just like look at like your pre-planned outfits visually, like you don't have to rummage through your suitcase. So that is the plan, but I hope you're excited to watch another monthly reset. I love these videos and I'm sorry that I haven't done them in a couple of months. I feel like the months have been going by so quick that sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, is it already time for a monthly reset? I swear I did that like 2 videos back. So I thought I'd take a bit of a break, and I'm feeling very excited to film a new one today. So first things first, I'm gonna get ready, finish my coffee, and we'll get started with the tidying up. The office is the room that I really have to tackle. This has been the dumping ground the last couple of weeks. I've got a bunch of my memories boxes from my family's house that I was storing there, and then they've asked me to take them just because they're doing like a big declutter at the moment. So since I've got them, I've been going through them and having a look at everything, but now everything's like a mess and I need to tidy that all up, and then I'll put it back in the storage cage. And then I've just been ordering so many things for our trip and I've not really known where to put everything, so everything's kind of been dumped on my desk, which is not good. So I need to go through and organize that. There's more stuff over here, so let's tackle this room. Since I actually need to go through and tidy up these memories boxes, I thought I could kind of like go through them with you guys because there's so much in here. Like this, for example, When I was younger, I did like a little bit of modeling, and I was like a model on the Wahoo box for their Funky Lounge. Do you remember, I don't know if Girlfriend magazine still does this, but they used to do this like model search thing where like anyone could go and they'd search for a new model. I think that's how Miranda Kerr became famous. It was either like the Girlfriend or Dolly one that she did. But anyway, I did that back in 2011, and in that little bag, I've obviously popped a bunch of my baby clothes. I've actually got a photo of me wearing this little like knit jumper, and I've got a little matching hat. There's a baby photo of me wearing that. So cute. Who knows if I'm gonna keep these for my future children, but it's kind of nice to have some things that I used to wear. Oh my gosh, these shoes. My school sports t-shirt, which we all wrote on in year 6. I think everyone did that when they finished school, like wrote on the shirts. My little sash from Brownies, which is like Girls Guides, but in the UK. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually disgusting. I think I should throw this in the bin. It's so bad, but I used to have this doll. Oh, what is going on here? Its hair's gone a bit green. She was called Sweetie. I remember this doll very, very well, but I don't think that she's thriving in there. Her eyes are like rattling when she's looking at me. It's actually a bit creepy. Did you guys ever have one of these Russian dolls? Like these things where like you open it and then there's like another one inside and it keeps going. Oh, that sound. And then it keeps going until they get smaller. Because my dad used to always travel for work and he'd always bring these back from overseas. I feel like I've just shoved everything in here in the past, but it's not organized at all. I've got all of my past CDs in here. Oh my God. Look, I'm not sure why I even need to keep these, but it is kind of interesting to see like what music I used to listen to. Like I was obsessed with Ashley Tisdale. I had her Headstrong album. Loved Justin Timberlake, Avril Lavigne, ABBA, Hannah Montana, the Beatles. Look, I've got all of my school photos of my family in here. How cute. That was a photo from when we lived in England. Look what I just found. To Ella, I really love you, from Lily. I actually have so many letters here because when I first moved to Australia, I would write to my cousins all the time. We were like, we should start writing to each other again because we need to do that. I found this photo from when I was 2. Oh, I was 2.5, it says on the back actually. I used to have curly hair. That was short-lived. And there's so much stuff in here. I've just found this folder which has the pitch, or like the overview of the style edit. So when I first had my first meeting with Disney, they created this little like document showing like their inspiration for what the whole show was going to be about, who the talent was, what the structure was going to be, what the intro was going to be. Just so much information. I remember sitting down in their office with my mum and going through all of it, coming up with ideas. How cool. I didn't even know that I still had this. If this doesn't go to show how nostalgic I am, I've kept the dress that I wore when Brayden and I first kissed. This is it. I actually did a get ready with me on YouTube that day, weirdly enough, not knowing that that was going to happen. So yeah, I've kept on to that. I've also got my year 10 formal dress and my year 6 formal dress. I don't know if this is hoarding. Tidying up and cleaning. I just need to put away my clothes, but there's not a lot of room in my wardrobe at the moment, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a declutter before popping everything away. I don't need to do a huge declutter. I think I'm just going to leave everything in the wardrobe and just kind of like tidy it up while it's in there. But yeah, I definitely need to make a bit more room because I can't hold on to everything. I've just done my budgeting for the month and had a look over what I've spent and what I've spent it on. This took me probably about 40 minutes, I'd say, to go through and like categorize everything. I like to spend a bit of time doing this, but it just makes it so much faster with my monthly budget template. If you guys want to pick it up, I'll link it in my description box. It's my own template. It's $14.99 and it's so easy. You can literally just like copy and paste your CSV files from your bank account, and then you can categorize all of your transactions. You can completely customize the categories as well, but yeah, you just click the toggle and then choose from what category you want to put that item in, and then it will come up in your expense summary. It will do all of the calculations for you, so you can compare how much you spent on a certain category versus what you expected to spend, and then it shows you the difference. So let's have a little look. I've zoomed in quite a lot so you can just see the expenses and the expense breakdown. So as you can see, these are all of the expenses that I've been tracking. You can completely change these depending on what your expenses are. So for entertainment, I expected to spend $300. I'm not really sure why I put this so high, if I'm completely honest, but I ended up spending $75.28. For eating out, I had an expensive month for eating out. Where was I going? What did I spend that on? I'm gonna have to go back and check that. I expected to spend $300 and I spent $654.98. I know that I did like a couple of like nice dinners with my family and stuff. Like I wanted to treat my dad to a nice dinner, but that's more than I thought. For business, I said $400. I was pretty spot on. I ended up spending $379. For groceries, I was definitely over this month. For shopping, I knew that I was going to spend a bit of money this month, but I very rarely buy myself clothes, if I'm completely honest. I'm very lucky that I work with White Fox and I get to do a few collaborations with clothing brands. I'm very, very lucky, and I genuinely love the clothes, and why wouldn't I wear what I have in my wardrobe, you know? So I don't really buy myself too many clothes, but this month I decided to buy a couple of nice things for when we go away. And also I did a big Amazon order and ordered a bunch of stuff for our trip as well, like packing cubes and things like that. So that's why that month ended up being a lot more than I expected actually. For household, I said $200, we spent $100. Coffee was under budget, which is great. I said $150, but I spent $79. Subscriptions was slightly over, I said $20, but I ended up spending $31. Gifts, looks like I didn't buy anyone a gift. There must be like no birthdays or anything in August. So yeah, nothing for that. Fuel, I was pretty much on par with this. I spent $96. Health insurance, I'm on my family's policy and I think that my payment might have bounced back. This is why the monthly budget is good actually, because it's made me realize the fact that I haven't had my health insurance comes out means that my money must have bounced back. So I need to transfer money to my dad because basically I'm on their health insurance and I transfer them money every month for it. Holiday, we've got all of our accommodation and flights booked a while ago, but we've just been getting like a few activities booked, and we've also been booking trains and ferries and things like that. So I expected to spend $1,500, but instead it was just over $1,000. Medication was under, transport was under, electricity was more than I expected. So yeah, we said $150 and we spent $184 on electricity. Wi-Fi's on par, phone bills on par. Everything else is pretty good. So my total spendings for August was $6,648. So I went $471 over budget. I feel like every time I do these, I'm like, I'm slightly over budget. Let's hope I'm under budget next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this like little segment of these monthly resets. I feel like it is quite vulnerable sometimes putting these like personal details out there, but I also think that money is something that people shouldn't be ashamed to talk about, and it's something that we all have to understand and learn about. So if we don't talk about it, how are we meant to learn? But yes, just a reminder, every single month is so different. Every single month you have different priorities, and sometimes you spend more in certain months than others. And also everyone's expenses are so different to each other's. Mine will be different from yours and yours will be different from someone else's. But yeah, it's all just very relative. And I just hope you find it interesting and it maybe motivates you to go through and actually have a look at where your money's going. All right, on to goal setting. As you guys know, I use Notion to set my goals. I just like to write everything on Notion. I find it's an easy way to do it. I'll make just like a little to-do list and then I can check it off at the end of the month. So for personal goals, this month I'm going on my trip. So I'm gonna write like, have the best trip away. I feel like that's the best intention I can really set for that. And that is probably what most of my month is going to revolve around, and same with October because we're going to be there as well. I also like to read 2 books this month. Honestly, there's not really too many personal goals. Like my main intention is just to have a nice holiday and to properly relax and take time to switch off. So that's kind of it. But career-wise, let's make some goals for that. Work on my biz rebrand. I'm currently wanting to do a bit of a rebrand of Elements of Presence, which you guys will see more like hopefully by the end of the year. But yeah, me and Alex, who is the girl who works for me, are currently working on that. So that's something I'd really like to do in the next few months. Create travel content. I want to reach the top charts for the podcast. I think it got up to number 3 for self-improvement in Australia, but it moves around all the time. So I'd like to try and get it as high as possible. I want to grow the TikToks and just social pages overall for both Inspired Mind and Elements of Presence. So if you want to go give them a follow, I'd appreciate that a lot, and we've been posting some really good content over there. Sometimes I find when I take the time to sit down and plan out my goals, all of a sudden I just like forget everything that I want to do, and then as the month goes on, I'm like, oh wait, I really want to do that. And sometimes I'll just like add to this list as the month goes on because I get clearer on like what I want to actually achieve. But I think that's a good start. I thought I'd do a little monthly favorite segment in this monthly reset. I'm just gonna fly through them because I just feel like I don't need to like waffle on too much. I only have a few things to share. First of all, I got a new little camera case. I haven't actually even got it out of the box yet, but it's already a favorite. How cute is this? If you guys have a Canon G7X for vlogging purposes, or if you've just jumped on the trend and got one for digital photos, this is like the cutest little camera case ever. It comes with a strap and then you can wear it like a little crossbody bag, and I just think this is so perfect. I currently don't have a camera case, which is not great, so I feel like I've definitely bashed up my camera quite a bit, but this is going to be so helpful, and I just think it's really cute. It's from Mega Gear. I got it from Amazon. I'll pop a link in my description, but yeah, absolutely love this. Next up, you guys know that I have got into running lately, and these new running shoes are absolutely a favorite. I wouldn't say that you should just go out and necessarily get these running shoes if you're wanting to get into running, just because I feel like you've got to go get your feet measured and get shoes for your needs. These are from Asics, and they're the Gel Kayano 30s, and I absolutely love them, and I can't believe how much of a difference it's made to how running feels, because I was running before on like really old shoes, and yeah, it destroyed my feet. Like I have a toenail literally hanging off right now. My next favorite is the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream. I actually worked with Elizabeth Arden to promote this cream over on Instagram in August, but yeah, it just reminded me from this whole collaboration as to how much I love this stuff. Whenever makeup artists have done my makeup, they use this stuff, especially on my lips, because it's really, really good for healing like dry, cracked lips. But I have found so many uses for it, and that's why it's a favorite, because I've been using it for my slick buns. It also has quite like a nice smell. I know not everyone likes the smell, but I kind of do. And then also, this is a bit gross, but like I've been getting a few blisters and stuff from running, especially before I got those shoes. And yeah, I've put it on my blisters and it's been really helping with that as well. So it's just a really good multi-purpose product for multiple things, and yeah, big fan. Another running favorite is some activewear from White Fox, which you will have seen in a past haul, but I absolutely love this zip up top. I just think it complements your figure so well, and I think it would suit literally all body shapes. It just is so figure hugging and it feels really comfortable, and it's also really practical for when you're running in the cooler weather, because like you can wear it and then you get hot and then you can just like easily strip it off and wrap it around your waist. So I love this. And then finally, my Kindle. I have been obsessed with my Kindle. I've recently read Verity. I flew through the book, I think the fastest I've ever read a book. I really recommend it if you're wanting something that's gonna grip you and really pull you in. I genuinely couldn't put the book down. I don't know if it was because I was reading on my Kindle as well, and that just made it more enjoyable or something. It's a different genre to what I'm used to reading. I usually like reading just regular romance, like the other Colleen Hoover books, but this one was a bit more like a thriller, and it was a bit dark, I guess, but there was so much to it. It was very unpredictable, let me just say, and I'd love to know your thoughts if you've read it, if you liked it, and if you have any book recommendations, because I'm currently going through and adding a bunch of books to my shelf on my Goodreads to read when I'm away in Europe. So I'd love some recommendations, but they are my favorites. All right, guys, so I think I'm pretty much done for the day. I got a lot more done than I expected. Sometimes when I do these reset videos, I don't even manage to get it all done in one day. I have to do like a monthly reset weekend almost, because I like to try and tick off a few things, but today was very productive. I did also want to add another little resetting tip, because I'm going to spend some time doing this now, but I wanted to share this tip for you guys if you're wanting to declutter your photos and stuff on your phone, because that's always something that I find a really tedious task to do, and personally my phone storage gets full so fast. So I downloaded this app called Swipe Wipe. I saw someone recommend it on Instagram, and it's like kind of like Tinder but for your phone. Like you can swipe right to keep the photo, I think, and swipe left to delete it, and you can go through and like choose what month you want to delete photos from. So if you're wanting to do a digital declutter, Swipe Wipe is the way to go. And I'm like, that's so easy, because I can just literally sit and watch TV and then just like swipe and easily delete photos. I'm all about finding easier ways to reset for each month and stay organized. Also, another reminder, if you want to check out my budgeting template, I'll have a link in the description box. A lot of you guys have been really liking it, which makes me really happy, and I personally think it's really good, and I spent a lot of time making it. So do let me know your thoughts if you have any in particular. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm sending you all the good vibes for September. I have a feeling September is going to be a really good month. I'm so looking forward to it. There's lots of exciting things to come. But if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.